Hi guys, I thought I'd do a video today because a fair few people have asked me about HelloFresh in the past. I have used HelloFresh in the past, so I thought I'd do a video because I'm restarting using them. Once you've been a member with HelloFresh, they do tend to send you really good deals if you ever have to stop your subscription. So I had a offer that was basically free desserts for life, with some discounts as well. So I think it was 50% off my first box. And then as long as the subscription stays open, even if you pause it, you then get a free dessert every time that you place an order. And a few people have asked me about it, how it works. And for me, I really struggle with times. I work a lot like late at night. So I have ordered some that are sort of more suited to my lifestyle. And I thought I'd go through sort of, the way it works. So it is a Saturday. That's my chosen day for my food to arrive. Now, it's just arrived now, so you do get a delivery slot. It comes through, a sort of delivery person, mine comes through every today, and you get a time. Now, you can pay for it to come, I think it's before 8 a.m, or you can just have it and there's a little bit of an additional charge for that, for the delivery. Otherwise, I just have it set that it can come any time of the day. So, essentially, with it, if anyone's not had a HelloFresh before, then the first thing you are looking at is your menu cards. So with your menu cards, essentially, you will pick your meals that you want basically in advance. With these, a lot of mine are set to, you can set the stuff so it will kind of give you an idea of meals that you can pick from, and then you sort of select from there. Now mine, I tend to be a little bit pasta heavy. I do love different pastas. So I have essentially got cheese and pea penne bake. So that's a 35 to 40 minute one. And it will sort of say if they're more family style and stuff like that, so a bigger portion. So that one is that. Lamb and mushroom ragu with penne and cheese again. So this one, I tried to pick some that were quick. So 20 minutes max, just so that if it's, and I can plan through the week now what days I'm working late. And that means that then if it's a 20-minute one, it's easier to do if I'm short on time. And then I have peri peri chicken tray bake with roast potatoes, tomato and pea shoot salad. That one again is a little bit of a longer one. So again, just plan for it. And then the barbecue beef quesadillas. So 20 minutes there, and you can see it says quick there. I've ended up with an extra one. I'm not sure why. I've got some offers in here as well, which I'll look through in a bit. Now, the way this works is that you will have a, I think I've been sent an extra meal. Oh no, actually, sorry. And then I had something a little bit different today. Oven baked, cheesy, I'm not sure how to spell that. Beef risotto with peas and chives. So 30 to 35 minutes. I thought I'd try something different. So that is a good thing as well. You can try some stuff you've maybe never tried before. And obviously it's one meal. So if it's, not great for yourself, if you don't like it, then you just know next time to avoid it. But it does give you an opportunity. So you can see that like all of the cards are numbered here. Okay. So you've got your numbers there. Now what will happen is that they're all pretty much bagged up. So they're bagged up with a number. So that's where I knew that one, I thought that was a mistake because I'd forgotten what I'd ordered. So I've ordered it for 2 people and I've ordered 5 meals. Now it's the best value for money if you get the full week. So that is number 9 on there. Now what I tend to do is I lay them out so that the card goes with this and then they can go in the fridge. Now with that, obviously I have all my bags for here. So as an example, let's use this one. So the cheese and pea penne pasta, so with bacon crumb. Now in here, okay, if I was to open this, and I would suggest that you sort of open them just so you know exactly what you're working with. Now in it will be all the stuff that doesn't necessarily have to go, definitely doesn't with a lot of them, need to go in the fridge. And that was why I would suggest that you sort of check what you've got in here. But essentially it's all ready to go. So for our cheese and pea pan pasta, it says all the ingredients down here, and then you can sort of, everything in here should be the stuff that doesn't need to go in the fridge, okay? So we have our pasta, and obviously it's already portioned out. And then we have mixed herbs, breadcrumbs, and our chicken stock paste. Now, they are pretty simple stuff. Obviously, that does not need to go in the fridge. But we also have, so you'll see here, we have mature cheddar cheese, we have our peas, we have our bacon, creme fraiche, and so there's additional that you can add in here as well. So if you wanted to add additional protein in, you can do it. You do, incur an additional cost, but you can change it or add to it. So that stuff is essentially in our, well, it's heavy, recycled, it's in basically a big, this insulation padding basically. So this bit you can't recycle, you can recycle the box, so just bear that in mind. So in here, it's like a coolie box, so it is equipped with loads of ice packs. So this stuff is kept cool, it needs to be put into the fridge, okay? So what would then happen is I will sort through this. This is the only stuff you need to sort out. Again, it's all pre-portioned out, but there's my bacon, so that is for that. I also need to find, so we've got peas. I spoke about the creme fraiche, so we have creme fraiche, and again, already portioned out. We have peas and cheddar cheese. Again, so peas and our cheddar cheese. Now the cheddar cheese normally comes in little blocks like this. And now I have my section, so I know that my bag, and what I tend to do is, with your bag, take the stuff out that you do not need to go in the fridge, essentially. Take it all out, and I'll just put it in a cupboard, because some of the stuff, as you become better at this, you learn some of the recipes and stuff, you might not use as much, or you might find that certain spices you don't like in certain things, or with certain meats or certain foods, but you like it with other stuff. So I found that I ended up with basically a cupboard full of additional extra spices and sort of additions that's really, really good when you're cooking, that you might, become a little bit more inventive. So I did find it helped me with my cooking style as well. So what I tend to do is take all this out, because it's easy to find, pop it in a cupboard, and then put all the stuff that is meat-wise in this bag, and then put it in the fridge, and we're done. Now obviously you don't have to do that, and you can just put that bag, obviously you can put it straight in, and it does say as soon as this arrives, put it straight in the fridge, okay? But obviously it gets to section it off, you know exactly what's with what. And yeah, that is basically a HelloFresh box, okay? It's not difficult, it's nothing too complicated. It's really straightforward. And the great thing is there's no food waste as well, because your meal is set. Now you can pick less meals a week, you can pick more for more people as well, to feed more people. So if you're a big family, then it's going to provide for that as well. So in that sense, it's really, really super cool that you can try all these different recipes out, and again, you keep them. So on the back, it shows you all your calorie information, well, basically all your calorie information, exactly what the ingredients are. So if you wanted to essentially make this again, you don't have to go through HelloFresh, because it's all there. So you've got your ingredients there. It tells you bits about how to start, pictures there, exactly how to do it. And again, you'll find ways of shortening this down a little bit as well. What I did find is sometimes you can end up using more sort of pots and pans and stuff like that than you need. But you've got this, and you can then remake it if it's one of your favourites, and even, make an addition to it. So that one was lamb and mushroom ragu. You might decide that you want to try it with chicken or, something like that. So definitely something worth trying. I'm gonna add on to this video me probably trying to cook some of these. So yeah, hopefully there will be some videos of me trying to cook them. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. It's just a little bit of an insight into how HelloFresh works. It's not a paid ad or anything like that. It's literally because I get asked that many times. And if anyone knows me, I am not great at cooking. I am that person, I am that PT that unfortunately, because of time and stuff like that, will go to a microwavable meal. It's not great, it's not as healthy as it could be, but I'm trying to make a few changes to be a little bit healthier, and I'm going to take you guys on the journey with me to see exactly how this goes. Like I say, I found this really easy during COVID because I didn't leave the house. So, you know, if I was working from home, and it meant that essentially at 5, 6 o'clock I could be doing this stuff. So I'm going to see how I get on cooking this later on in the day after I finish personal training, or, you know, finish at the box. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will keep you posted on how this goes. And I forgot to mention, free desserts, goo, cheesecake, salted caramel. So that is my free dessert for this week. There is 2 of them, so 2 for me, 1 for Craig. See you in the next one. First one today, so first recipe today we are doing is the lamb and mushroom ragu. I'm not going to like show you all my cooking skills and stuff like that. This video is just going to be sort of how easy it is. I'll put some photos of some of the stuff that I've got done. And yeah, Disney music is going to be on. I'm just going to get this one done. It's only 20 minutes, so I want to see like how long it actually does take me as well. You know, in regards to if you can jump ahead for bits and stuff like that. Like, I've already started the pasta, already got that on the boil. So essentially that takes a lot of time. So I've sort of skipped ahead, done that a little bit now, and then we'll go from there. So as you can see, like, it's all very, very straightforward what you're doing. I thought I'd put this video on to prove that I am actually doing it and it's not somebody else doing it for me. But it's all very straightforward. Now, what I'm going to suggest as well is like the recipes that you pick, if you're starting out, then pick the safer ones that like get you into it first. Don't go with something like a pie that might be like pastry and stuff like that. That might be a little bit more complicated. Like, this is super simple. It's just essentially I'm heating up some mince, I'm doing some pasta, and boiling that, and then I'm just going to add some extra bits. So I've got some mushrooms to go in there in a sec. I've got some passata. I've got some strained tomatoes. So, you know, it's nothing too you know, sort of technical. And then if you've got kids as well that want to learn to cook and stuff like that, then, you know, this is a really good one to do, because essentially it's super easy. It's all there for you, and the pictures are there as well, so you can kind of see what it should look like in that sense. Okay. So yeah, the mince is kind of browning off now, so I'm going to be adding more stuff on. Just bear in mind as well, they always give you loads of garlic. Like, it comes in a garlic clove, obviously in a full garlic bulb, so you only need 1, which I'm going to peel in a minute. These will be your new best friends, just because it's so much easier. Or like, if it gets to the point where certain stuff you kind of think, you know what, you know, it's too much fat, then you don't need to do that. And then you know, you've always got, of course I've not got any right now, but you can put in, you know, if you like garlic and stuff like that, you can get your own seasoning and you know, start adding that in, because you'll start to learn what you like and what you don't like as well. So yeah, like, you know, you can make it your own as you go. So we're at the point where I've now added the mushrooms, I've added the garlic as well. Now what I am going to do is I'm going to show you at the end how many like pots and pans I use as well, so you can see like how messy it is. And it is like, you can keep everything quite compact, so there's not loads of washing up. But one of the things, like a little tip that I have got, is make sure you have a set of scissors handy, just because. So the next bit that I've got to do is I'm going to add the sun-dried tomato paste. I've got red wine stock paste as well, and the strained tomatoes. So there's a lot of stuff, and essentially you just want those scissors to hand, so you can just cut it up straight in. And then what I would say is keep the bag like near, and then you can put all the rubbish, again, keep it all together. It just all goes in together instead of just like running back and forth to the bin and having stuff everywhere. Just, you know, keep that all to one side. So yeah, we're going to get ready for the next bit. So we're at that point now where the pasta's done, it's just over there, and then we're just letting this simmer. Everything's gone in, so essentially all I've got left to do is add the pasta, pop that in, and this is just simmering away now, so obviously with the water it's just going to start to thicken up. And then we're just going to add the pasta, and then we've got some Italian hard cheese to add on too, and then I'm probably going to add some more cheese, just because I love it. So again, making it personalised. But this is set for 2 people, so with it there is and it's quite high in calories, because obviously it's quite rich. Now I haven't really gone for the lower calorie foods, but you can set it to that, so just bear that in mind, that you can set it to lower calorie foods. You can see the calories as well, so it will say if it's like a healthier option and stuff like that. So there is loads to choose from. So this one per serving is 655, and it's a 2-person recipe, obviously because it's pasta and stuff like that. But essentially with that, I'm probably going to have half today, and then I'm going to have half tomorrow, and not actually having this as a full meal. So I'm going to have half today, half tomorrow. I'll have it as for my lunch. I'll just reheat it. So yeah, we are nearly done. So I've just added the Italian hard grain cheese. Now, you were supposed to put half in and then half on the top, but I told you I really like cheese. So, and because of the fact that obviously I'm splitting the meal and yeah, I'm making excuses for this, I'm going to be adding my own cheese. So I've got just some mature grated cheddar. I'm going to add that on top at the end, because I just wanted like a more cheesier meal. But that's just me. You don't have to do that. You can just do what it says on the tin. So I've added the pasta, I've mixed it all in, and it's pretty much done, ready to go. So yeah, all done. I'm excited to try this. I'm not gonna be that person that's gonna try and make it all fancy on the plate, because it just never happens. I tried this through COVID, trying to take photos, it did not happen. But what I wanted to just go through is like how much stuff I've actually used. So I'm just going to take that down. So I'm going to leave that on, it's just going to stay on low. But essentially all I've used today is spoon, the garlic crusher, obviously the scissors, and then essentially I've just used the strainer for the pasta, spatula for the meat. I'm impressed that I know all the lingo. A pan obviously for the pasta, and then a big one for the mince and everything else in the sauces, and that is pretty much it. The only other thing, I used a glass to put some of the water in, just to mix that stock. But yeah, essentially like this is it, which is really good, because the other thing that does me is like when you're doing recipes and you've got like loads of washing up, because I have used other meal companies like this before, and I found that I ended up using way more stuff than I needed to. So that's really good that like there's not a lot of washing up, it's just going to go in. And because this meal I'm essentially making for myself, Craig's not having this one, it's kind of like I don't want to be making like a heck of a lot of mess just for me. So that's worked out really well. I'm really excited to try this one, and like I say, I'm going to put a little bit more cheese on. I'm going to have it tomorrow, but this video is going to be like kind of all put together. I'm going to show you a few as I go along of the ones over the next coming weeks. So I hope you enjoyed watching this one. It is the first of many, hopefully, just to show you that essentially I am a personal trainer, but having the box as well, being a CrossFit box owner as well, you know, I'm going to be authentically me. Okay, and I'm not going to tell you that, you know, I, you know, eat super healthy, you know, I get my 3 meals a day in, and, you know, that's not my life, and that's not everybody's life, and that's not, you know, sometimes it's not feasible for people. So I want to show you like how I'm navigating the whole like adulting at 33, and essentially ways to, you know, make the best of what you can right now, because, you know, life does get tough, and sometimes like food can become a problem where we just grab and go, and it's not necessarily the healthiest choices. Cheaper food can tend to be a little bit essentially the healthier food can be more expensive, and the cheaper food tends to be like essentially unhealthy. So yeah, so it's just like being authentically me, showing you exactly what I do, and you know, I've got a meal there and it's gonna, you know, feed me today and tomorrow. I got HelloFresh on an offer. This is not a, you know, it's not a plug. I'm not getting paid by them or anything like that. But it's a case of, for somebody that works both ends of the day, I do not like food prepping. Like if anybody mentions food prepping to me, I'm like, I don't have the time. When honestly, everyone's like, oh, you can make time on a Sunday. On a Sunday, like I spend the time programming for the box, so doing the box programming, doing my own online clients programming, anything else to do with, you know, clients, programs, the box, just general admin, and that's my Sunday anyway. And I work 7 days a week, so I don't really want to dedicate more time to food and to meal prep, because that's another hour at my, I don't, you know, it's only an hour, but for me right now, that is not my priority. So let's find other ways around it instead of me giving up an hour on a Sunday. In regards to the time for this meal as well, we're looking at about 20-25 minutes. It said 20 minutes on the thing. Obviously I've stopped to do these sort of videos and stuff. So yeah, quick meal, I'm all done. As long as for me, if I'm done in it, like essentially if I'm kind of done in about 40 minutes, I'm good. And I know that sounds like a bit hypocritical that, oh, well, you've just spent almost an hour doing food when you could have done it for the full week. But come on, guys. This is one meal, and then, like, I showed you all the different meals and stuff like that. Nice to have variety. I just can't. Meal prep and having the same food, like, every day, not for me. I did it for years through my weightlifting, and now I want to enjoy myself. So, yeah. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video and just seeing me authentically being me in my kitchen, pretending I can cook, and I probably can't that well. But yeah, that's me, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to Steph Wright Fitness. I am just showing you a little bit what it's like to be a personal trainer, CrossFit box owner, and just general 33-year-old that's adulting through life. See you in the next one.